What's up, BlueTown here, and I have for you another rant. I had to do a killer Keemstar thing. So, in the background, just some gameplay of two of the new Taken King strikes that are in Destiny. At first, we'll be in Starkiller or Pineapple Warrior, as you guys know, and we're trying to watch Tiger solo it, but we can't do that because Destiny wants us to actually contribute to the team. But anyway, I'm going to be talking about my chemistry teacher and why he's dumb and I don't like him. But yeah. So, what do you guys when you think about chemistry, you probably think about like stuff that's cool, like chemical reactions, like meth labs and mixing chemicals and stuff. But you know, that's not the case for my high school. For my chemistry, we do some cool, boring stuff. Called, you know, like we mess with actual math, like significant figures and the factor label method and all that boring stuff. But it's kind of dumb because we've done two labs. One of them, the first one was we literally measured the mass of like iron and all that stuff, which actually wasn't that bad because we had to boil it or whatever you want to call it. I don't really know how to describe it. The beaker, we had to get it hot and melted and all that stuff, and then when it dissolved we had to measure the mass. But that was kind of cool. But then the second one literally took a day. We just saw how color changed in like when you mix copper and water, and it was like, that's cool I guess, not really, that's stupid and I hate you. But I don't know, the rest of the days, what, we've been in school, started August 19th, it's October 3rd today? Yeah, we've been in school for about a month and a half. And we've done about 4 days of labs total, probably 3. Now here, I done goofed in this gameplay. I was, there's no hope, okay? There's just no hope. But, yeah, we've spent the rest of the days doing notes, which is incredibly boring because he has his monotone voice, and he just reads everything off of the page or the slide or whatever you want to call it. But you know, the only reason I'm ranting right now is because, like I said, what we do is like boring stuff, but the factor label method, which is a way to convert units and stuff, which is like actual stuff I guess we'd need if we were ever going to do chemistry ever in our lives again. Also, I don't know what just happened to Tiger. That was a little scary. But anyway, it's kind of annoying because he doesn't really teach us how to do the stuff most of the time. Like, he'll just do a couple problems on the board, but he, like, you know how a math teacher, when he or she describes it, she's like, 2 plus 2 is 4, and then when you get 4, you have to multiply that by the numerator, which is 1, so that's 4 again, divided by 3, which is 4/3, and all that stuff. Like, they explain it with you, but he just literally does the problem in front of you, like on the board, and then if anyone asks questions, he just kind of shuts it down. I don't know how to describe it. Like, he goes, no, because you gotta do that. I was like, oh, well, why do we have to do that, and when? Because I don't know what you're talking about. But this is also the same chemistry teacher that told me 7 times 3 is 20 because of significant figures. I was like, significant figures are dumb, because 7 times 3 is 21 no matter who you ask, okay? I could ask a chemist and he'd be like, well, that's 21. Yeah, because it is 21. If you have 7 cows, you multiply that by 3 legs, because they're all handicapped for some reason, don't ask. They're gonna have 21 legs. It's dumb, and I don't like it, and I don't understand it. But anyway, like I said, he doesn't teach, but like, even if you start to slowly understand it, it takes like a full week for you to learn it, and it's so stupid. But we've been doing factor label. I think we started Wednesday. We had a substitute teacher, so technically we didn't even start it. He just gave us a worksheet on it. Wednesday, we did that. Some of us barely even got it, I bet. But I don't know. It was kind of annoying because Wednesday we started it, and then Friday we had a quiz on it already, which didn't make any sense because we did it for 2 days, not even like 1 day, because he was only there for 1 day. But it didn't matter anyway because he doesn't teach. But Whatever, it was annoying, and I didn't really know what to do, but that's not even the main reason of my rant. One of the main reasons is because on our notes, we had to, not our notes, like the worksheet he gave us when we had to sub, he gave us a conversion method, or factor, or equation, whatever you want to call it, from Kelvin to Celsius, and Celsius to Kelvin, which are two, like, temperature units, I guess you could call them. But on our notes, or our worksheet that he gave us when no one, like, was there to help us, because our sub obviously didn't know anything, and that's fine. Like, they're not supposed to learn everything they need to know about the subject they're filling in for it, so that's not their fault. But anyway, I keep getting off topic a little bit, and I'm doing it again. But anyway, it's annoying because on the notes or worksheet, he had a completely different conversion than what he had on the test. Like, or I think on the notes, if I can remember, it was like Celsius to Kelvin was like you just add 273 or 74.15, something like that, and then for Kelvin to Celsius, you just subtract that. And I was like, oh, that is so easy. Like, I understand that. But for the test, for the quiz, he had something totally different. It was like K equals C times something divided by something. And I was like, why would you switch? Like, that's the only thing we had to learn about it, just that worksheet. So he taught us, didn't even teach us, he just forced upon us a brand new conversion that was way more confusing. And with about 3 minutes left in class, someone was like, what is this? No one knows what this is, you stupid idiot. And he goes, oh yeah, I'll switch that. But by then I had no time to switch my answers because, you know, I didn't know how to do any of the other problems. I still had like 3 more to do, and I was just kind of rushing through. There's only like 2 problems I knew how to do on there, and I don't even think I did them right because I didn't have time, because he didn't even give us a lot of time to do it, considering we only had like a full day to learn it, and we didn't learn crap because he's a horrible teacher. We didn't have like any time to do the quiz because he had to go over it with us on the day of the quiz because no one understood it. And it was just the dumbest thing in the world because, like, all of the students, I'm pretty sure, were confused. Even my friend said he kind of understood it and he knew how to do it, but then after he said he was kind of confused because he switched everything from the worksheet on the test, and it was just the stupidest thing. I don't get it, dude. I don't understand how a teacher can do that, like, how they can just basically sabotage you out of 2 questions, because that's basically what he did. He switched the thing up, and by the time he just corrected it, I had no time to change it, and there was no hope. But whatever, you know, it's over now. I had a decent grade. I think I had like an 89.5 or something in that class. Even if I don't do very well on the quiz, it won't go down a whole lot. It is only a quiz. If it was a full-blown test, I'd be really upset. But I know some of you guys, when you hear the word like rant from me, you probably expect me to get really upset, and I was when it first happened. You can ask anyone in our Eagle Eye that I was not very happy about it. But I've calmed down a little. I've accepted the fact that I can raise my grade just by doing, like, if I get any extra credit work, that'd be easy to do, or I can just actually maybe look up how to do it, because, you know, it's sad. It's a sad thing to have to look up how to do something that your teacher already taught, even though he didn't teach it after all. It's so dumb. Like, I don't know. A teacher shouldn't have to have any extra resources, like, besides a textbook and all that stuff. Like, you shouldn't have to look up how to do something because your teacher didn't teach it properly, in my opinion. Like, you have, in my school, we have, what, like 50-minute class periods? And if you can't teach us stuff like that in one class, like, that's fine, just do it the next class. But you shouldn't be giving us a quiz when you only had 1 full day of teaching it. And he didn't even teach us that day. He just gave us another worksheet and told us to work with partners. And, you know, whatever. That was my rant. I apologize. It probably wasn't what you guys thought it would be, and I apologize for it being so long. But, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like if you did, leave a like if you didn't. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.